Hello, everyone. I have a suggestion for something that you can add to your own home herbal apothecary. So I'm going to share that with you, plus one of the herbs that's already in the product that you could add to your own home herbal apothecary. And also a little bit about the Grow Your Apothecary monthly plant lessons. Okay, so what I would suggest, one of the products that you could add to your own home herbal apothecary is this one, the Elderberry Lemon Balm Immune Plus Stress by Yogi. So here it is, Elderberry Lemon Balm Immune Plus Stress with ashwagandha for adaptogenic support. Caffeine-free, of course. All right, so this is one I like to keep on hand. Yes, I can make this, but sometimes I want something already put in a tea bag ready to go. And, it's nice to have things that are already made to add to your own home herbal apothecary, as well as making things, growing things. But not all of us can do exactly that. Not everybody has the space, the time, the resources to grow an herbal garden. Not everybody has the time to make them. So it's really nice to have a wide variety of things for your own home herbal apothecary. You may have one or two herbs growing in a container or in the ground. You may have half of your herbal apothecary is filled with things that you've purchased from people or traded with your friends. And part of your herbal apothecary could be herbs that you've harvested in the wild or on somebody else's land. So you can have a collection of different things. And that's what I have in my home herbal apothecary. Some of it I grew. Some of it is from a shared herbal garden I'm a part of. Some of it was gifted to me. Some of it was purchased. Some of it I've made. Some of it I haven't. So I always like to keep, a wide variety of things in my own herbal apothecary so that I'm prepared and ready and not overly stressed about always getting things stocked in there. And I like to try different tea mixes and tinctures and different companies and different providers. I like to try all sorts of things. This one is really tasty. I drink it like a beverage tea, meaning I'm not just simply drinking it for its medicinal-like qualities, though I do like to drink this to prevent sickness, and if I'm feeling kind of like I might be coming down with something, I also like to use it as well. But if I'm also looking for just a beverage tea to drink for fun, I will grab this one too. So I'm going to read the ingredients on there. It's on the side of the box usually, and sometimes it's even on the tea bag wrapper itself. So we've got ashwagandha root, and then a blend of lemon balm leaf, black elderberry, lemongrass, licorice root, ginger root, hibiscus flower, cinnamon bark, black pepper, and lemon peel. They also added in some organic lemon oil. So I usually want as much plant material as possible. I don't typically look for natural flavors or essential oils added. I usually just want the plants. So this one by Yogi it's really delicious. I flew for the first time in March, and it was on a plane that was elbow to elbow. There was no empty seats. That thing was packed full. And I had my N95 mask on, and everybody else was masked up too at that time. So I felt pretty good that I wasn't going to catch a cold or a flu or anything else, other viruses out there. But I also drank this tea throughout the entire trip as well. And it has, traveling can be stressful, fun, but, a stress on the body because we are acclimating to new environments, new time zones, and the body just has that extra added stress. Not that you may feel it per se, but after traveling, some people will say, I always get sick after traveling. Well, if you're in a plane, we're in with a lot of people, we're moving around, we're in different environments, and I thought I would use this to help my body regulate that stress in some ways. And There are herbs in here that are, of course, are antimicrobial, antiviral, like the lemon balm. The black elderberry is known to be helpful to the immune system. And then we've got things like hibiscus flower with vitamin C in it. Black pepper to help move around the plant material into the body. It's kind of like black pepper is, spicy and warming, and it helps to like push it through the body. And so I thought, well, why not? Why not use this and to help myself? Ashwagandha is really known to help the body regulate, and adaptogenic means to essentially help the body adapt to stress and to help in that way. So this is one that I love to keep in my herbal apothecary. I don't find this one in my local stores. I do have to order this one. So I just order boxes of it at a time, so I don't have to order it like every month or so. So that is lovely. Let's see. It does, I thought it had echinacea in it. It does not. Most like immune system type herbal remedies like teas and stuff have, a lot of them will have echinacea in it. This one does not. So here is, I just wanted to show you some echinacea since it's growing in my garden. So here is probably echinacea augustifolia or purpurea. Not sure. They have a tendency to look alike. And this one is been known for its help with the immune system. As you're feeling some sickness come on, take this. Echinacea is also super helpful for throat issues like strep throat. Very helpful there. And also with pain in the mouth. And I've used it for tooth pain in the past, or even tooth sensitivity. Use the tincture on my teeth. So the leaf and the flower are used, as well as the root. So all parts of this plant are used. And yes, I've got this one growing in the garden. It makes a little noise with the leaves. I don't know if you can hear this. They're very scratchy. So that's one identification feature when they aren't in bloom is, hey, is this kind of got a little bit of scratch to it? Not fuzzy, but a little bit of scratch to it. Because black-eyed Susans can look almost exactly alike with their leaves as well. Yeah, Ellie's saying she loves the big flowers of echinacea. Yeah, they can get, this is a fairly medium size. I definitely have ones out there that can get even much bigger than this one here. This one fits in the palm of my hand, but yeah, they can get bigger. And the flowers last a long time. So right now I'm leaving some flowers out there. I'm not harvesting all of them to dry for teas. And I've also got a tincture being made as well, infusing, because the bees and other pollinators like this. The bumblebees is the one I've seen on this one a lot. So I let some be for the bees, and then I will harvest the rest. But these flowers will last for a long time. Super, super pretty. And for here, these are indicative of the prairie. So if you ever visited a prairie, the purple coneflowers are well known to be growing in prairies. All right, so the reason I bring this up about having pre-packaged herbal remedies and teas in your own home herbal apothecary, say that fast, is because the Grow Your Apothecary monthly plant lessons are starting this Sunday. And so we are coming up to a full moon. It's waxing right now. So the Sunday before the full moon, I am doing a live plant lesson for people who join. And if the full moon lands on a Sunday, then we meet that Sunday. But every full moon, we start a new herb to learn about. And I'm hoping the participants will take that whole moon cycle, to learn about it some more, to find it, to add it to their home herbal apothecary if they don't have it yet, and just to learn something about it. And it's important to know the herbs, even if you're only purchasing things for your own home herbal apothecary. it's good to know the plants, because when you read the label, then you have an idea of what these things are in there. You can think about what they look like, what they, some of the things that they do for our body, and you just have this extra connection to your herbal remedy to use it. Rather than just having this something you pick up and pop in your mouth and you don't even know what it is, what's in it, how it works, having your own knowledge of some basic herbs that are often found in tea blends and salves, and other herbal remedies that you purchase is really empowering to know what is in there. And so that's one of the reasons I think the Grow Your Apothecary plant lessons are so helpful for people who are starting their own home apothecary or adding to it and growing their knowledge, is because not only will they maybe be growing, harvesting, and making their own things, but they're being more informed when they purchase their own products, from the store. Just in the grocery store for us, the supermarkets, we can buy herbal teas here in the United States, as most places can, and so, it's good to be able to read that label and know what's in it and have a connection to it, and know, like, oh, I know what that is. So this is very familiar to me. When I read the list, I'm like, that's very familiar to me. This feels good to me. I feel like I can drink this. There's some herbal teas I've picked up, and there's plants in there that I don't know about, and I'm kind of like, well, I don't know. What's it going to taste like, and what does it do? And I really like to have things that I know how to use. Yeah, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, yeah, it's a root, Ellie, and it's probably growing in popularity like many of the herbs do. They've always been there, and people have been using them for so long, and then they kind of go viral, as so to speak, quote unquote, go viral, and then everybody else wants them. So yeah, so Grow Your Apothecary monthly plant lessons is for people who want to grow their home herbal apothecary, grow their knowledge of herbs, grow their gardening skills, because those things will be infused into the plant lessons as I go through the herb. Increase your connection with plants, because I'll also be doing a plant attunement before the lesson. So this is basically anything from a prayer for the plant, a blessing, a meditation, a visualization, anything to get that reciprocity going and that connection with the plant taking place. So it's something wonderful to experience, rather than just sitting down, rushing into the plant lesson and using only our analytical minds. We'll also kind of activate those other parts of our brain, the intuitive parts and the parts that are creative and help us engage all parts of our brain, because that helps with memory retention. So, and we'll also be helping people grow their relationship and their connection with their own inner green witch, herbal healer, and plant priestess, which I think is a key component to embracing your whole herbal journey, is to connect with one of those herbal pathway archetypes. And I do have a free quiz that helps you figure out which one of those archetypes is the focus of your herbal pathway at this point in your journey. So I have that on my fullcircleherbals.com website as well. Yeah, so it's Ellie says, I find it hard to keep a steady rhythm on my own. So having a monthly session about a plant is very inspiring. Yeah, and I love I love the moon cycle, right? Because it's a connection to nature, and we can see this cycle happening. So we can connect with what's happening in nature by watching the moon every night and seeing, which phase it's in. Are we in the waxing or are we in the waning? And then when we, go to full moon, each full moon that we come around to, then we know another cycle is starting. And it's a great way to track something. The sun can help us track the day as well. But it's much harder for me to track like weeks or months at a time, a cycle with the sun, because the sun is really changing in different directions all over the sky. And for me, I'm just looking for the moon. I don't really care where it is along the horizon or in the sky. I just want to see what Are we at crescent? Are we at half quarter? What are we at? So the moon cycle is really helpful to connect with nature, and then also add in those plant studies so that we know, hey, this is how long I'm going to spend with this plant this time, learn what I can, experience what I can, and then move on to the next plant too. So that's also something I really want people to know, is that you don't have to learn every single detail about one plant right away, because it's kind of impossible because your knowledge level grows over time. You learn, like for me, I learn a certain amount of information about the herb, and then I use that herb for those particular things that I've learned about. Like if it's antimicrobial or if it's a nervine, then I use the herb that way for quite some time, and then I'll learn maybe another use for it, and kind of like deepens my understanding about it. But I like to take it in layers and cycles so that it's not overwhelming to me, which has happened many times. Learning herbs, get overwhelmed by it. So the Grow Your Apothecary monthly plant lessons are here to help reduce that overwhelm and help us focus, help it be fun and creative, and build that reciprocity and connection with the plants as well. So we start September 4th is Sunday. When you join, it's a subscription type payment. So every month you pay and you go as long as you want. You cancel when you're ready to do that. And it's $44 a month, full price. And if you are in need of a sliding scale payment, then those options are available to you as well. So the link is in the Facebook header. It's in the YouTube videos. I'll add it to the comments here, but the information is also on my fullcircleherbals.com website as well. So, all right, that's my tips for today. I'll be back tomorrow with some more tips for your own home herbal apothecary. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.